So today we are going to be doing the throat chakra healing spreads. I just wanted to say really quick thank you to everyone that has taken the time to subscribe, hit like. It's really kind of awesome to see the feedback from you guys, and those that have left comments, thank you for taking the time. Like I said, the feedback's really amazing, especially when your spirit's kind of like, this is what you're going to do and you're going to like it. Hearing the feedback and knowing that it's resonating with you, or just seeing that thumbs up, really does do a lot. So I appreciate you guys for co-creating in that way with me. Today we are doing the throat chakra spread. Huge shout out to the Capricorns. I think you guys are going through an enjoyment right now, because I'm looking at all of the videos collectively through YouTube, and I'm seeing like a higher spike in views on the Capricorns than any of the others. But I did start with the earth signs like twice already, so I'm going to start with air signs this time. Like I did the last time for the heart chakra, all of the information about the throat chakra, how to heal it, different ways to help you feel better if you feel like your throat chakra is blocked, or you get this reading and you realize that your throat chakra is blocked. All of that information is at the end of the videos, so that you guys can watch it then, you can get your reading, you can come back to it, you can screenshot it, whatever works for you. So, I just wanted to say again, thank you for being here and sharing space with me, and I appreciate you guys. Alright, let's get on with the Hey guys, so today I'm going to do the throat chakra spread for you. Oh, let me adjust my camera here. Don't need to see my mug, you're trying to see your cards. Okay, so today we're going to do the throat chakra. We're starting with Gemini. Oops, sorry about that, Gemini. Intro saved. Alright, so let's see what we have for Gemini. I ask my guides, my galactic guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ancestors, please allow me to set my ego aside so that I can get the message that is in the highest good of Gemini. Thank you. How are you guys doing, Gemini? Getting like an anxious feeling in my stomach. Almost like there's something in my throat. Like it's not hard. It's not, I don't want to say it's hard to swallow, but it's like there's something that's, you're having a problem swallowing. It's like, like when you eat some cereal and you take a really big bite and it kind of like you had to gulp twice kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Alright, so this is the first card is representing your throat chakra right now. Let's see what Gemini's got for their throat chakra right now, please. Is that the only one? Miracle. New knowledge of something is feeling like a miracle. Wanting a miracle. Waiting on a miracle. There's a couple different things here. Okay. What will help Gemini trust their intuition a little bit more? Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Gosh. What is something that Gemini subconsciously feels guilty for that they need to let go of, please? So you may be blocking your abundance, Gemini, and you may be feeling like you need a miracle to get abundance, but in all reality, it's your mindset or so a lot of us have been conditioned to think or feel a certain way about having abundance, having a large amount of abundance coming to us, and it's based in thoughts of fear, like I have to go to work so that I can pay my bills type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I have to penny pinch so that I can pay my bills and still survive. Like there's a mindset of fear and a mindset of lack here for this type of behavior to be happening. And so what your guides are telling you is that you need to let go of your guilt when you come into abundance. You are worthy, you're deserving. You know, unless you're doing things to get abundance in like messed up ways. Like if you're doing things in darkness to get abundance, like hurting other people or cheating other people or however to get yourself ahead in regards to abundance, that will come back to you. And if there's a guilt there, then that should probably be dealt with right now, because what happens when you do that is that the universe gives that back in a way. It may not happen right now, but when it does, it hits you like 50 times harder, like so much harder than if you had just like followed, you know, your heart's path and did it in a way that was with good intent. Okay, so let's see. What's a way that Gemini can communicate more effectively, please? Wow. You see how these cards are all yellow? All right, like this is... You're not able to see your happiness and what you have, so you're blocking your abundance. You're unable to see the good right now. And that's why you feel like you need a miracle. And it is. You do need a miracle. And that you need to change the way you're perceiving things altogether. And sometimes that does feel like a miracle, because like you could be going along your day and being like, oh my God, this is bad, oh my gosh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And at the end of the day, you realize, oh my gosh, I have another 2 weeks to do this. And like, there's like a weight off your chest, and you realize you were stressing yourself out for nothing. And that's kind of what's happening here, is you're not seeing the good things that you have. You're not focused on what you have. You're focused on other things, focused on other, you know, if you're feeling lack, even though you have all this stuff, you're probably focused on other people rather than your own life. Because when you're focused on other people, you're seeing what other people have, and it's taking you out of the feeling of abundance and joy, and it puts you into a feeling of stress and worry. So the best way that you can communicate more effectively is to get into your joy. Maybe even write out a gratitude journal. What are you doing, Chiquita? You okay? You okay? Oh, Chiquita's doing some weird things. Okay, so the best way to balance this chakra for Gemini, please. All right, you need to look at things as being connected. There's a need to connect to the planet Earth. There's a need to connect to your higher self, to stop seeing things as the grass being greener on the other side. Basically, like, there's a disconnect between higher self and your self on this plane, and the ethereal self is trying to reach you to show you the joy. There's flowers all around, like there's abundance in your life. You have abundance in your life, but you're not seeing that. You need to change your perspective. Focus on what you do have. By focusing on what you do have, it'll bring more of what you do have, and it'll bring you even more of what you don't have, because that's the vibration that you're putting out. And right as I look this, it's 4:44 at 55 seconds. So just saying. All right, what's the best way that, or what's going to be the result of Gemini balancing the chakra, please? Your need to work nonstop is going to dissipate. Your need to find perfection is going to fall away, because you're going to have that connection to self and realize that your need to be like everyone else, or to stay with everyone else, and in regards to the flow of what everyone else may be doing, it's going to dissipate. It's going to fall away. That need is going to fall away. You're going to find joy in creating things for yourself, because you're connected to higher self, rather than being connected and working solely for the end result of paying your bills. And you're disconnected right now and not seeing the joy, because that's all you're doing. So when you flip that around and you connect with higher self, and you get rid of the need to work endlessly, because you've got all these bills to pay, that's a lack mindset, okay? You're at this point, guys, we're so far along in the way that we're all growing that if you're constantly like, oh my God, bills, 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 you're basically self-abusing. And you're choosing to do that. You're choosing to do that because you want, well, you may not know you're choosing to do that, but that's what you're doing, okay? And you may not understand that that's the vibration that you clearly want because you're choosing to do that, right? Like I saw someone that was talking about how they were going to write a book because they've been through so much stuff and they want to tell everyone all of the stuff they've survived through. Immediately my thought was, this is born out of ego. Okay, I need to prove to everyone else I survived. All right, well, we know you survived. We know you're breathing. The need to write a book about all the bad things that happened, that you went through. Listen, it is amazing when we survive through something, right? But cover it really quick, like, yo, this is what happened, but let me not keep you in that vibration, because what a lot of people don't understand is they're reiterating a vibration that we're trying to lift and disseminate off of this planet altogether. And by staying in memories of things that made you feel bad when you were broken and beaten down and abused and, you know, dying or almost dying or sick and almost dying, whatever it may be, if someone is focused only on that, even if they've come out of that, they're gonna put themselves back in that because that's where their focus is. Okay? So focus on things that make you happy. Focus on the feelings that give you joy, and realize that by doing that, you're going to manifest the miracle that you're looking for through your own abundance, because you're connected to self. And you'll realize that all this material shit doesn't really matter. And that you're really gonna be okay. Like, you're really gonna be okay. That's definitely what I'm getting from this. Alright, so today for the cards that I'm going to, the divine cards, I'm going to do the Divine Circus Oracle. So please give me a message for Gemini in regards to their throat chakra today, please. Thank you. One card, please. Oh, there it is. Red Countess, 21. All right. Okay. Put it right here. So that's what it looks like. And right when I looked at the clock, it was 11 minutes and 11 seconds for you guys. So. And she's got some birds with her. Okay. Deep within, you know what is true and what to do or not do. Yet there is so much noise and distraction in the world, and even at times in our own minds, that listening for our inner wisdom can seem like trying to hear gentle bird song in the midst of a rock concert. Even so, you are hearing an inner truth, and deep down, you know it. Can you trust that it is safe to not only hear your inner voice, but to act on it too? There is something that you know, you felt, sensed, heard, or realized this truth more than once. Even if others see or feel differently, you just know what you know, even if you don't quite know how you know it. When the Red Countess appears, she is reminding you of what you know, no matter how convincingly someone, or even you, might be able to talk you out of it for a while. The truth always returns to be dealt with, eventually. Sorry, guys. And as I'm reading that, I'm like having to clear my throat too. So, speak your truth, Gemini. This is not meant to be a warning. It is meant to be a reassurance, an encouragement to be bold and act on what you feel. Give your truths value. Hold your feelings and insights in high enough esteem to pay attention to them. To give yourself time to process what you think, feel, and sense. Know that they are worth acting on, even if that action just means to trust more and stop worrying. If you cannot figure out what your inner truths are, or you feel confused by conflicting thoughts and feelings, torn between head and heart, then you are in a state of information overload. You need to switch off, discharge some excess mental and emotional energy, and take a break. If a device was overheating, you would switch it off and let it cool down, lest it burst into flames beyond repair. Treat your brain, your nervous system, your body, your mind with the good same sense. Unplug for a few moments at least. Give yourself some time out from the crazy noise and constant distraction of the world, so you can get in touch with what is true for you. If you have a vision or feeling about someone or something you are uncertain about, red count test confirms the accuracy of your insight. Trust yourself, then choose to act from the truths. Alright, so there is a healing trick and there's an affirmation, and I will include both of those at the end of this reading, right before all of the other healing stuff for the throat chakra. So what I'm getting from this is that you really need to go within, Gemini. There's a need to pay attention to what you feel on a soul level, not what you're worried about on the three-dimensional level, on the third-dimensional plane, and to be truthful about how you feel. I'm also getting to, there's a need to be truthful to self more so than others, because I know a lot of times with us we can tell ourselves, oh, this really means this, or this was said, but this was what was actually meant, type of thing. Like air signs get into analysis paralysis with a lot of things. So like that's why it's so important to disconnect from others and like TV and social media, so that you can go within and see how you truly feel. And then there's a need to be completely authentic and take responsibility for the energy taken in and given out. So if someone's in your reality that's making you feel a certain way, but they're always making you feel a certain way and it's not a positive way, well, you're continuing allowing them in your life. All right, you're giving them the power. So it's kind of like that on any instance, and it can mean for anything, you know, friends, parents, family, co-workers, even regards to dealing with yourself and being authentic in that regard. So all right, Gemini, I hope this helped you, and I will see you guys when we do the third eye chakra. Namaste.